In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply a facing to a top, just like this one. Well, actually, it is this one. Now, this is the front part of my facing, and this is the back two sections of my facing. I'm going to start with my facing pieces, so I'm going to take my back facing, and with right sides together, I am going to join it at the shoulder. This is one shoulder complete. I'm going to do the second side here. Now your facing is going to look something like this. I'm going to take this over to my iron and just press these two down and cut off these little straggly bits. I'm now going to do exactly the same thing with the top. I'm going to put right sides together and I'm going to join them at the shoulder, like so. When I made this top the first time, I attached a zipper on the back of it, and you don't want to do that. Leave the back unfinished in order to do this method. So unless you like taking off zippers, which I'm sure you don't, then please don't finish off the back like I did, because further down the line you'll notice that I have to take it off. Now the two shoulder sections are attached again. I will take this over to the iron, press and take off these little straggling bits. So I'm just going to do a stay stitch around this neckline. It's really just a very small stitch right along the side of the raw edge. This helps to stop any further distortion of a circular neckline. You want to go fairly slow around here. I know I kind of go quite quickly, but this pivot key really comes in useful on my sewing machine. For next part, you want to get the facing of your pattern part and put it right sides together with your top. So I've got the top part here with the top part of the facing right sides together. And I've got the back part of the facing with the back part of my pattern piece. And I'm going to make sure that I line everything up. So I'm going to make sure that my shoulders are all lined up, and I'm going to pin all the way around. And now have everything pinned in place around the neckline. I'm going to get my foot right on the outside edge, and I'm going to go all the way around my neckline. This is what it looks like so far. Before I go any further, I am going to serge the bottom here in order to close all of these raw edges up. Before we turn the facing right side out, we're going to cut notches all the way around the neckline because it's a curve and it's going to look much nicer with some notches cut into it. Just make sure that you don't cut into your threads. Once you have completed your notches, you're going to take this to your iron, you're going to open it up, and you're going to press along this seam here. What I'm doing here is understitching this little flappy bit down, and it gets understitched towards the lining section, not to your top section, towards the lining and the facing. This will help your facing lie a little bit more flatter. I now have a neckline that is faced. I now want to start on one of the sleeves. So I have my top turned out once again. So this is the back of my top here, and this is one of my sleeves. So I've got it right sides facing with the facing again on one of the arms, and I'm going to go all the way around and pin. I have my armhole pinned and I'm going to take it right back to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew right along this curve once again. I'm just going to use my foot here, the right side of my foot, as the guide for the seam allowance, and I'm just going to go all the way around. And I'm going to remember to take my pins out. Remember, this is a curve, so you are going to have to cut your notches. You will then have to pull the top through in on itself. Just keep going until you've got the other side of the top through to the other side of the section. Because you have to pull one side through to the other, don't have the back side complete. As you can see, I had to tear out my zipper that I'd previously done. So you always have to have the back part free if you're doing this method, because it closes up all of these raw edges really nicely. I am now completing the second sleeve. This comes together real quickly. So this is how the top looks like with a facing on. As you can see, the neckline is really sturdy and looks very professionally finished, even around the arms. I am super impressed with it. And don't forget that I upload videos every single Wednesday, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss seeing me next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.